My personal bias on and we always talk about thresholds, and I'm sure Amy Cook could talk your ear off about thresholds. From what I have seen, depending on what the issue is, I think I do tend to agree with Amy that a lot of times the threshold is not exactly what we think it is. Because I think a lot of times, even for a quote unquote normal dog with a normal fear, we push them to the point of showing a very overt indicator of avoidance, dislike, whatever. And they're so far above that threshold already that I don't think that what we are doing is necessarily changing an emotional response versus teaching like a coping with the stressor, but like a kind of survival coping, not a I'm okay with this is all right type of response. So I do think that my preferred protocol would be anything that tends to be extremely respectful of what that dog's true threshold probably is. And I think for a lot of social stressors, especially, which I define as people, dogs, maybe other animals, but for social stressors, I think that threshold is a lot farther than what we often believe it to be. And so for those situations, for social stressors, for example, I do like to do maybe some version of look and dismiss, because if they can show me at a healthy, comfortable distance that they can disengage from it, then I like to stay there or maybe farther back from there. So I don't have a specific protocol that I'll be like, for people fear, I always recommend that. Or for dog fear, I always recommend the pattern game. But I do anything that has a really healthy sensitivity to what their true emotional threshold is, and also doesn't try to mask it in other ways, like doesn't try to mask it with asking for eye contact or whatever. Like you can ask for the behavior of it's your choice type of thing, and then layering in distractions, but not compelling the dog to do a thing in the face of the stressor, if that makes sense. Subtle
It does
differences.
make
Yeah.
sense. It
Yeah.
totally makes sense. We'll coin the protocol. We'll call it the just keep swimming protocol.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. And we'll have a Dory as shorthand. Yeah.
No, but that really does make sense.